Dull and cloudy headlamps are one of the easy and inexpensive things to fix on an older car. All you need is a good kit, a drill, and maybe an hour or so. The good folks at 3M sent me one of their headlight restoration systems. Let's unbox it and I'll show you exactly what we have. Well, we got masking tape, and as I learned last time, this is pretty important. Because if you start going off the course, you can make a real mess of things. There's a packet of rubbing compound, a packet of synthetic wax, a disc holder, 6 gold sanding discs, 4 white finishing discs, the magic Trizac disc, and a nice pad applicator. I started out by giving the lenses a nice cleaning with some solvent. And I'm going to give them a wipe down, good wipe down with water and a microfiber, just to make sure we got all the solvent off and all the other junk. And then we're going to mask them out. Here's a look at the right lens before we go at it. And a look at the left lens. Now the purpose of masking is to keep the abrasive away from the paint and to keep all the spatter off there too. I'm going to mount the pad holder in the drill. And we're going to use the gold 500 grit to start out with. It's a Velcro system that holds these on. Really nifty. Pop in our battery pack. We're good to go. After they look consistent, you want to give them a nice wipe down with a microfiber. This will give you an idea where you need to go back and hit it again. And it's okay to use more than one disc on a headlamp. That's why they give you 6 of the gold ones. Just tear the old one off. Pop a nice, fresh, clean one in its place. And go back to work. And give it another wipe. You want to lay down plenty of masking tape, otherwise this can happen. Oh! But it's okay because this bumper is already shot and we're dipping the car tomorrow. Once it looks nice and consistent, you switch to the 800 grit white discs. And you continue to smooth out the surface. Take out the scratches you introduced in the last step. Little by little, it gets smoother and smoother. The third pass is with the Trizac disc. This is 3000 grit. It's a 3M invention, and it is like magic. So the first two were 500 and 800. We're refining, right? 500 took off the nasty stuff. 800 smoothed it out. Now 3000, it's going to get real smooth. They only give you one of these in a kit. Pop it right on there just like the other ones, and it's got a foam backer to it. It's a little squishy. This one's different too because you're going to wet sand. First two steps were dry sand. This is wet sand. I've got my special MPG-O-Matic sprayer. So you spray the disc itself, then you spray down the headlight, and you go to town. After 4 or 5 passes, they say, you'll see a white slurry show up. And if you don't see it, it just means you need to polish more. Follow the instructions. I'm trying to do it out of my head, but it's easy to work with this Trizac. You only get one, so you want to keep it wet. You can see the headlight clearing up. Sanding's done, so we can peel off the Trizac disc. It's time to buff it up with polishing compound, or actually this is rubbing compound. Got a nice applicator pad here. Little itty bitty packet. They squeeze They say squeeze a dime's worth on here. Let's see if I could do that. Oh, that's about a quarter's worth. Looking pretty good. Let's give it a wipe. Wow. It's looking pretty awesome. Now after we finish polishing, there is one more step, and we put a little protectant on there. I guess it's kind of like a wax. I'm going to hit this one with polish one more time. Then I'll do the other one, and then we'll wax them up. We're done with the drill, so it's time to get rid of the tape and put on the synthetic wax protectant. Take a clean microfiber and a little dollop of this good stuff. Oops. Just like waxing a car, except you're waxing a headlight. And Bob's your uncle. Check that out. I'm gonna do the other one and see how it comes up. I suppose I could get my buffer out, but that would be overdoing it. Look at that, huh? Almost like new. Except it's 15 years old and it's an original lens. Wild. Look at that. Huh? Fantastic. Well, that took a little bit longer than I expected it to, but hey, that's okay because those headlight lenses look absolutely awesome. They're stone stock and they almost look like they're new. Just don't get too close to them. Now to take it to the next level, we're going to install a brand new set of bulbs. Instead of just the cheapos that you might get normally, I went, well, maybe not all out, but I spent a little bit of money on Sylvania ZXEs. I don't know if this is what I'm going to really want once I get them in there, but hey, we'll see. I thought about doing an HID kit, but I also thought about the fact that they're not legal all over the place, and I really don't want to get yanked for having illegal headlamps. I don't know. Does Officer Cupcake still give tickets for stuff like that? I don't need to find out. I'll pop these babies in and see how much better they looked in stock. Not really sure how well this is going to show, but this is a normal bulb. Looks a little bluer on screen here than it is in the real world. And this is the Silverstar. Definitely looks a lot bluer